Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com. I'm Natasha St. Michael and thank you so much for joining me. So I'm back in Bali, back with videos. I took a nice vacation. I saw my family and my friends in North America. I was back in Montreal, also in Long Island, New York for a little while. It was fantastic. I had a great time. But it's good to be back and I'm home. I'm in Bali, and so today I want to get back into the videos, answering questions and everything. So, question that I've been asked a few times actually this week that I want to address, because tomorrow we're actually starting another 10-day juice fast. So if you're interested, go to my website at www.rawradianthealth.com, click on juice fasting. So tomorrow, since we're starting a juice fast, I've had a few people ask me about exercising and fasting and what's the protocol. Should someone exercise? Should they not? What about the protein? And what about training for more strenuous activities like training for a marathon, things like that? So I love this question. It comes up quite a bit, and it's something that if someone exercises a lot, it is obviously something that comes to mind if they're thinking about doing a cleanse. So the first thing, though, that I want to just be clear about is that when you're doing a fast, you're doing a cleanse. So it's a time to take a step back. It's time to quiet things down. It's a time to give your body a break. So cleansing and detoxing is kind of the opposite of exercising and training, okay? So that's the first thing that I think people need to be very clear about is that if, let's say, they're about to go and train for a marathon, maybe it's not the right time to be doing a fast, because fasting is about getting extra rest. It's about sort of the least stress and movement and the least amount of stuff on the body, the better. So your body can get a chance to rest, rejuvenate, regenerate, and restore itself, and also to detoxify, give the digestive system a break, things like that. So you don't want to be putting so much stress on yourself, but at the same time, it is important to do movement every day, and a little bit of exercise is perfect. Now, if someone's doing like a water fast, I don't suggest doing any exercise. Reason being is that you're not taking anything in but water, and by exercising and stuff, you're just putting added stress on the body, you're stressing out the adrenals, things like that. And really, water fasting is all about rest and rejuvenating and regenerating, and it's about just giving the body a break and getting in as much sleep as possible and just quieting things down. But let's say someone's doing a juice fast, or if they're doing master cleanse, or something that they're getting actual calories in their liquid diet, then by all means they can, definitely exercise, move about, do lightweight exercise, go walking, go running, doing some aerobic activity is fine, and even weightlifting and some stretching, yoga, Pilates, things like that. But the thing is to be conscious of your body and when it's had enough, and maybe not to expect your body to be doing what it normally does on a regular diet, okay? That, like, if your body feels tired, don't push yourself. And also, it really depends on how much juice or liquids you're drinking a day. Let's say someone's on like a really restricted juice fast where they're mostly on water, but they are having maybe a few cups of juice a day, but they're pretty much having less than 600 calories. I wouldn't suggest any exercising at all. I would just really suggest taking it easy. But let's say someone's doing like master cleanse, or they're doing a juice feast, or they're drinking a lot of juices in their juice fast, right? They're drinking at least 10 cups of juice a day, maybe up to 16, okay? If someone is like on the 10 to 16 cups of juice a day, or liquids, liquid calories, then I would say by all means continue with your exercise, because you're getting adequate amount of calories for your body to function and to be doing that extra activity. Plus, also, if someone is having a lot of juices, or like on juice feast or master cleanse, then with that, you actually kind of need the extra exercise every day to make sure you do like a minimum of 30 minutes of some sort of movement, whether it's going for a walk or stretching, things like that. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be hardcore like training or anything, but just some sort of movement every day, because you do need to move your body around. You do need to burn off some of those excess sugars, especially if you're having like a lot of juices every day, or you're drinking like Master Cleanse, which is like a sugary lemonade. You need to burn some of that off. So it's not necessarily that you need to be in bed all the time, but you can move around. But I always want people to keep into account that they are on a cleanse. So it's not, to be doing strenuous exercise. It's really like, take it down a notch. You don't need to be like going crazy at the gym, especially if you feel tired, or if you feel even like you need to get extra sleep, or you feel even like you need to skip a workout. By all means, go ahead and do so. Now, people have also asked me about like training for a marathon and fasting. And I think this is something that someone needs to really sit down and think about, because again, doing a fast is a cleanse, so it's a time to take it easy. So it really depends where you are at in your training. For some people, they actually like to fast a little bit while they're training, because it can help them actually lose a few pounds, which can enable them to be at their game a little bit better. It's kind of like lightening the load a little bit for that marathon that's coming up. But if it's close, let's say like a few weeks to the marathon, I wouldn't be doing any fasting. I would sort of wait and do that afterwards, because if you're doing a lot of training and your training is your priority, then you don't want to be doing any fasting and cleansing, things like that. You really want to be fueling yourself in order to be able to do what you want to be doing. Now, people also ask me about protein and if they want to make sure that they're getting enough protein on a fast. Well, I would say unless you're doing a juice fast that includes greens in those juices, like you're doing like your juices you're making in a juicer or in a blender, and you're putting greens into them every day, then you're going to get some protein. But if you're doing a water fast or you're doing Master Cleanse, you're not getting any protein. So I prefer doing a real juice fast, where you're getting the greens, the vegetables, and a little bit of fruit, and you're putting that through a juicer and making juices, and therefore you're getting your vitamins, your minerals, your antioxidants, your proteins, because greens have plenty of amino acids. So if you really, make sure you're getting, let's say you're juicing 2 pounds of greens a day, you're putting 2 pounds of greens into those juices every day, you should be good with the protein. So, and also too, to consider, like, a lot of times when I'm asked about whether, what are people going to do about their protein and being on a liquid diet and this and that, I always have to remind people, remember, the fast is not forever. It's not like you're going to be on a juice fast for the rest of your life. You might be just doing it for a few days. So even if it goes down a little bit in protein, you'll compensate when you get off the fast. So that's something to consider, is that it's a cleanse, So even if things are nutrition-wise, you're going down a notch, it's temporary. It's not forever, and you'll be all right. And especially if you're doing fresh juices, because that I find like you're getting even more than enough nutrition out of that. You're really, and especially too, is that your body doesn't have to break it up. It doesn't have to really work towards taking out the nutrients out of the food. The juicer's already done it. You're just kind of like absorbing it all like a sponge. So these are my answers to your question, and if you're interested in joining us for our next juice fast, it starts tomorrow, which is Tuesday, September 6th. It's going to be awesome. It's after Labor Day, it's after the holidays, people are just getting back in the swing of things, so it's a good time to be pressing that reset button. And if you're interested in joining us, it's 10 days, there's an online forum that you get to meet everyone else that's doing the fast with you, get the support, everyone loves doing it as a group. Plus, also there's 10 videos. There's a daily video that's about 20 to 40 minutes long that walks you through everything you need to know about juicing and fasting and detox and everything. And I would say about 80% of the people that join have never done any fasting before. So if you're a beginner, then you are even more than welcome, because it's a lot of fun, and especially for someone's first fast where they don't know what's going to happen and they don't know what to do or how to juice. This is like the perfect program. All right, so I hope you come join us. Go to www.rawradianthealth.com, click on Juice Fasting, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.